Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Fumi Mark Adebayo and I feel about faith, family, motherhood and all the good stuff. Yeah, if you are new here, thank you for coming, thank you for tuning in, thank you for joining. And if you are an old subscriber, thank you for coming over and over again. Happy New Month guys, we are in February and when it's February, it's love everywhere, everywhere. It's love month, so I welcome you all to the love month.
You're welcome. Yes, welcome guys.
So guys, this month we'll be doing the video together, myself and my husband.
Thank you for having me again. Yeah.
I've booked him like since, so thank you. We are going to be having you.
It takes a lot to book me, you know.
I know. Thank you.
Thank you too.
Thank you. So, and we are going to be doing the video together this month. Are you excited? So you'll be seeing him often in this month. So today we actually want to talk about something interesting, something like some misconceptions, you understand. And I really, because when I was growing up, I heard a lot about marriage, like this person will say this person will say that, and before I knew it, it started to form my opinion, my own ideologies of marriage. But getting into marriage 3 years after, I can debunk and say something about this thing. So today we'll be discussing on the topic, the myth of marriage.
Yeah.
So Pastor Mark, what do you understand by like myth? When we talk about myth. Myth.
It's all right.
Myth.
That's
I got it. Myth.
Well, I wasn't talking about the pronunciation. It was just okay. Myth.
Can you talk about myth?
That simply talks about the ideas and beliefs people bring into not necessarily marriage.
Yeah.
Ideas and beliefs that are not founded. I mean, they can be substantiated. You might call them misconceptions. I mean,
yes.
They're not just true.
Yeah, something that people as in generally believed but is wrong.
Yes, not necessarily right.
So today we want to kind of debunk. Some will debunk, some will like put a balance to it.
Yes, we just
explain and just talk about. So we'll be discussing like how many, I don't know. But let's just go into the video.
Are you ready?
Yeah, are you ready?
Let's get this going.
Yeah, just stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Alright, so number one.
Yeah, number one is the first year of marriage is difficult.
Wow.
Yeah. Babe, what do you have to say about that?
I would not say yes to that. Okay. I would say it depends on the individuals involved and the understanding they brought into marriage, coupled with the length of time they spent in their courtship. If you guys only knew each other for 3 months and not more than that, it means your first year it's a lot of learning and having to understand each other. Of course, can prove difficult. And but then we had about 4 years and 7 months of courtship, and I must also say this, that our time in courtship was full of conversations.
Yes,
I mean,
deep ones, like
deep,
trust me now,
practical conversions. We talked about a number of things. A number of things.
Yeah.
I remember asking, or she's saying that, okay, when she go up and we get married, she's going to have a room apart. And I said, no. I mean, that's just an example of things we discussed. So it's not an issue, or it didn't become an issue in marriage because we've talked about them.
Yeah.
And unlike that, so first year is maybe difficult if you guys didn't have a robust courtship. But then if you do,
you didn't have time to build friendship. So because I will put here, what I will put here is the first year of marriage was kind of fun. It was kind of cool for us because we actually know each other.
That place that we were just practicalizing what we have discussed.
Yes, because
and what just made it different was now that we are living together.
Then
we talked while we were apart. Now we're living together,
and we're having sex. Yeah. So that's just it. That was just it, and it was fun. So it depends on how you choose to respond, what you are coming with, then how you choose to respond to it. For some people, they are just coming to get to know each other, which is not bad.
But let me chip in a point here.
Okay.
That the learning is continuous.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that we learned everything. Of course, we still learned a few things. I mean, of course, we are still learning.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the truth. You are still learning. Sir, you have not seen your spouse pregnant before, so I mean, if she got pregnant in the first year of marriage, you will have to learn that.
Yes.
So, but then I also said the mindset you brought into it, that will also make the difference between it being difficult or smooth.
So if you are here and you've held like, the first year of marriage is difficult, is not totally true.
You can prove
it. Maybe not. It depends on you.
Yes.
So the second one is happy couples don't disagree. Is that true? Like when you are happy, you don't have issues, you don't have misunderstanding, you don't have arguments. You are just like all cozy, all mushy.
That is
every
actually
time.
Not true. I mean, that is...
It's actually not true.
Absolutely untrue.
No.
Because conflict is part of human life.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
And disagreements. I mean, I expect you to disagree.
Yeah. Because you're not robots.
Then you came from different backgrounds, you have different exposure.
Yeah.
And you see, in fact, your body makeups are different, your mindsets are different. So you would definitely have diverging opinions on matters.
Okay.
Then it depends on how you now decide to iron out issues.
Yes.
But then, when people are unable to resolve their differences then there will be crisis. But then if you are able to manage your disagreements, you see, let me say this: we disagree to agree.
Yeah.
That's the concept of marriage.
Yeah.
I mean, you have disagreements, and then we shift grounds. We look at who is seeing it from the better perspective, and each one falls in line, whether the wife or the husband. You see, there is no supremacy in marriage.
Yes.
Okay, it is my view that I must always hold. Well, that will ruin the marriage, I must tell you.
Yeah.
Yes, it will.
Yeah.
So it's about, we're shifting grounds for who has the better idea, and we're falling.
Yeah.
So that's it.
So happy couples.
Yes.
They do what?
They do
argue.
Disagree. They don't argue.
They disagree, and they have misunderstanding. But when the arguments are getting too much.
Like if you have more arguments
more
than more peaceful discussions, there's crisis.
Yeah.
My brother.
Yeah.
If your questions are more than your answers.
Even in the relationship, you guys are always fighting. You guys are always having issues. Always, always.
May I say
this?
It's a red flag. It shows that you guys are pulling apart.
Yes.
It shows that there is no oneness. It shows that your minds are beginning to drift. And that indicates a need for, permit me to use the word retreat. You need to sit down and, begin to have alignment of your mind.
Yeah.
Probably you need to be accountable and listen to the same person. Because, may I say this, if you have two different persons talking to the two of you,
giving different opinions,
giving different counsels, different opinions, this one believes this one believes that. Now, you will always have clashes.
Yes.
You will always have clashes.
That's why you have to submit everything to the word.
To the word of God.
To the word of God.
And be accountable to about the same person.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah. So, and some people like we were saying that they don't argue. Some people, even if you don't have misunderstanding, you don't have disagreement too, then you should check it. Maybe somebody is lying. Maybe somebody. Or what do you think?
Well, if
someone is pretending,
someone once said that there are a set of people you should not follow. The man that never makes mistakes.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a dangerous man. Because the truth is nobody's altogether perfect.
Yeah.
So, if you guys never had a disagreement,
I'm telling you,
then I should begin to raise questions. Yes, let's raise questions. Is it that somebody's not sincere? Someone is pretending, or he's being hypocritical?
Yeah.
So,
that's it. So happy couples do what? They do disagreement. They do disagree.
They do disagree.
Yeah, happy couples do disagree. They have misunderstandings.
But then they are quick to resolve their disagreements.
Yes, and that's it. Yeah. So number 3.
Right. I hope you're enjoying this. I trust you are right.
So this is what we say it a lot.
Okay.
If I choose right, or God said, then my marriage will work automatically.
I need to understand that point. Like,
if I choose right,
let's say I marry Mr. Right.
Yes.
Or let's say God thundered from heaven and say, my beloved daughter, hear what I say to thee. This man shall be your husband.
Oh my God.
Now, does that guarantee a prosperous marriage? Well, my dear brother, the answer is no.
No. Are you sure? No.
That God said
Mm-hmm.
does not actually mean that it will work fine.
Yeah, it does not mean that.
What guarantees a healthy, prosperous marriage is the fact that the two parties involved understand the principles of God for a healthy marriage, and they are following it. If marriage is working, it is because the two parties involved are committed to making it work. I mean, do you get that? And you see, the way to make marriage work is to follow the manual of the person that authored it.
Yes, that instituted it.
You see, let me chip in this.
Okay.
Now, the principles of God sometimes are universal. Like sowing and reaping. If an unbeliever uses the principle of sowing and reaping, it will work for them. So they're like, sir, I know certain people, they are not born again, Christians, and they have good marriages. Go and look at it. They follow the principles. They may not read the scriptures, but they are practicing a principle from scriptures that is making their marriage work. I must admit that to you. So for believers, it doesn't just work because you're a Christian. It works because it doesn't also just work because God said it. It works because you are committed to making it work by following the principles of God as laid out in scripture.
So let me even shift this in. You remember in the scriptures when Jesus Christ said, let's cross to the other side. Jesus said, let us do what? Let's cross to the other side. And on getting there was a storm. So what are you now saying? But it's Jesus that said we should cross. Why should there be storm? Do you understand that gist? So even if God is saying, you're still going to face life challenges. It's common to all men. You understand? So it's about you making it work, like the two of you coming together to say, okay, this marriage will work.
Very well.
So, Pastor, I know I'm still going to do a video on God said versus this. So let's just chip in this. So what is now the point of people knowing the will of God concerning marriage?
Well, thank you for that, Bob.
Just chip it in.
You need to get this. Why do I need God to speak before I go into the marriage? Since, well, the truth is this. One of the reasons we need to hear God is because that is what produces destiny alignment. I must say this to you. You see, you don't know. Someone once used this illustration, and I think I've come to agree with it.
What's that?
That you don't know who is going to be fitted for your future. Like you don't know today. So probably from your own perspective, this fellow is good for you today. You see, do you know what will become of you tomorrow? And what will become of that person tomorrow? Will that person also fit in for tomorrow? And you see, God knows tomorrow like we know today, or like we knew yesterday. So God can tell you, okay, this person, and when you go with that person that God has chosen for you, you can be sure that your destinies, your path in life will align for today and for tomorrow. And then when God speaks to you, when challenges come, you can return to God because you know that God will sponsor, finance, back up, and commit himself to whatever he originates. Now, if God did not originate it, you can't hold him responsible for it.
So that's just it. Pastor said it. It's like Pastor came here to dish out word for us today.
So this is supposed to be a live issue. So, I mean, and it's lively, right? Let me not
but
it's not a church talk.
But sincerely, if you choose the right person, or God said, your marriage may not work if you don't make it work. The two of you coming together to do the work that requires, okay? You know, when we talk about the work, the forgiveness, God will not come and forgive your partner for you, okay? The forgiveness, the love, the endurance, all those things, the commitment, okay, to make it work. So that's just it, all right? So the next one, number 4, right?
I think this is gradually more.
Yeah, this is it.
All right.
People say, and I heard, monogamy, like staying faithful to your partner, makes sex boring. Customer or babe, is that true? Staying faithful, because I hear it a lot.
Everybody look at
Wait,
it.
let me even give you
now that they want to talk about sex, it has turned from Pastor Man to babe. Hey, wait.
Babe, wait.
Okay,
let me even put this.
Right.
They will say, how will you be eating rice every day? Rice every day. How will you be eating rice every day without you say I'm laughing? How will you be eating rice every day without you getting tired? How will you stay with one person for the rest of your year without?
You see, my dear brother, don't let me say what is in my mind.
Brother and sister.
But the truth is this. You're only trying to give yourself an excuse to break God's law and to be unfaithful to your partner.
Mm-hmm.
The truth is this. The way God had ordained marriage, it is for a man
and a
woman. And let me quickly chip in this. If you find your sexual life boring. Or uninteresting, it is probably the fault of the two of you.
Yes. You need to please. You need to spice it up. Monogamy doesn't mean what? Boring sex. Spice up your own. When you get there, spice it up. It's not every time missionary. Oh my God. Do everything. Go online, check. Because I have people I follow on Instagram, and they really talk about sex. That's what the Instagram page is all about. They will even, some of them will even give you weekend challenge. You understand? Weekend, do this weekend, I get back to them. You understand? And sometimes I will say like, wow, okay, I'm going for that. This weekend, yeah. So it doesn't mean you are going to have a boring sex. I think I asked you sometimes ago that, can you tell me the time you had the best sex or something like that? And you were like, I can't even say this, because each time brings new freshness, like new sweetness. Do you understand? So it doesn't mean boring sex. Don't let the devil do what? Rob you of the good thing of life
your mind that
on one person.
You are here, and that God, it's not just about God this time around.
Yeah.
You will make it enjoyable.
Sex is sweet in the confine of marriage. So if you have that mindset that this girl will not satisfy me, and that is why some people, even in their relationship, they have multiple partners. It's not right. Okay, stay faithful to that person, and you will enjoy everything that God did not create it. God did not create sex for many people.
To distribute around.
Yeah, it's just for one person. Yeah. And it's don't worry on this channel, we are going to talk. You see, this is my mouth, we're going to use it to talk. So staying faithful to your partner or staying faithful to one person does not mean boring sex. So we are here to say no, it does not mean boring sex.
All right, so
if you're having boring sex, spice it up. All right, you are the man, spice it up. You are the woman, spice it up. Raise your head, raise your leg, do everything. Okay, thank you. So that is 4A. 4B, like B, is that people believe when I get married, I'm going to have sex every day, every time, anytime I want it.
I think you came to this life to have sex, right? Well, that's an enlightenment.
Marriage is not about sex.
The truth is, marriage is not altogether about sex.
I can even say sex is the icing on the cake.
Well, it's one of the good things that comes with marriage.
Yes.
To be honest with you.
Yes.
That's not the totality, that's not the core of it.
Mm-hmm.
You see, young folks, what they look forward to in marriage is, let me say this. Okay. So I say, what if Jesus Christ will come to say, no, let Jesus Christ come so that I can get married. See, you are carnal. But that's an enlightenment.
But you need to enjoy it. You need to have sex. Of course,
it's good. It's a good part of marriage. But the point is this. Don't now say, well, it has to be every day. In fact, life will tell you that it can't be every day.
Yes.
I mean, there are days your partner is not in the mood.
Unless you guys are not working.
Even if you are not working, there are times that your body's not just ready for that.
And your partner is not even ready.
You are not mentally ready for that.
Yeah.
And so you just need to understand that, look, it comes when it comes. Of course.
And like some people will say, like maybe Hollywood or Nollywood, that you will come and you'll be tearing your clothes. All those things, they're just fantasies. I'm telling you now. And for and for people that are married, maybe you're having issues because of the mindset that okay, sex is supposed to be every day. I kept myself so that I can have this, and it's causing some rift between you guys. You guys need to come back.
You need to talk it out.
You need to talk it out, okay?
And my dear brother, you need to also show understanding.
Yeah.
Yes, understanding.
Standing, yeah.
I mean, she's working like you are working.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just show some understanding.
Show some understanding, right. Yeah. I'm not saying you should not enjoy it, but it might not be every day.
Very.
It might not be every day.
Take it over.
So that's it. Number 5.
All right. So
are you ready?
Get this up.
Number 5. People will say your differences will ruin your marriage. Is it true?
Oh, differences
in marriage.
The answer goes, both ways.
Mm-hmm.
It can be. It go both ways, right?
Yeah.
It can be yes.
Yes.
It can be no.
Mm-hmm.
You say, our differences are what brings beauty to our marriage.
Yes. Yes.
She sees it differently, I see it differently, then we'll merge ideas together and we'll produce something beautiful. Yeah. The Bible says 2 are better than 1.
Mm-hmm. Two heads.
The fact that 2 are better than 1 means you will need the other partner.
Yeah.
And you should not be exactly, you see, if we are seeing it exactly the same way, why do I need a partner?
Have you?
You don't need it. You don't need a partner.
Even God is the greatest and the best matchmaker.
Very true.
God knows how to bring 2 people. It's very hard for you to see people that have the same,
exactly the
same in marriage. You see this person is deficient in one aspect of life, and the other person is there to cushion it. Okay, the other person is there to complement it. Okay, like us now. I'm the outgoing type. My husband is the introvert type, like is the man of few words, except he's preaching or he's giving counsel, okay?
Have I spoken few words today? You see? Alright, bye.
But we, on this that, okay, like I told him, like I said, the next landlord, or don't let me even say the next landlord, who is saying that we are not going to be owners of house very soon. But the point is, I was just jokingly telling him that, okay, the next landlord we are going to have, I will be the one that will be talking to this person, because my husband is just too quiet, too calm for those people. Some people will just take right of it. Well, you can't. If it's just to talk and just shakara, just with this my big body, you understand. But like, that is why I'm there, okay? That is why I'm there, to bring balance, to complement him. We have so many differences, but you can't really see it because sometimes he's covering for me and sometimes I'm covering, and that is what
that's the beauty of differences.
Yeah.
But then if differences are not well
managed,
they can be the undoing of the marriage.
Yeah, they can ruin your marriage.
They can ruin the marriage.
Yeah.
So it means, yes, we have our differences, but then we will use it as a point or as an advantage for our marriage.
Yeah.
Okay, take for instance, you are a heavy spender. You have someone that is, more prudent
in spending.
With spending.
Yeah.
Why don't you allow that person manage
the finances of the home?
Instead of saying, no, you are this, no, just allow the person manage the finances while we move forward together.
Yeah. So that's it.
Complement each other.
Yeah. So for this point, the difference can ruin or can ruin or not ruin. It depends on the both of you. All right, so that's it. So the number 6, right? Don't mind me.
Last one, right?
It's not the last one, babe. So guys, don't mind me. Maybe you see me checking. I'm checking my book. This is where I do my YouTube stuff. This book. So number 6. This one is like the worst cancel. Don't let me say the worst cancel. Like the cancel, like people will say, the way to a man's heart is food. Babe, is that true?
Well,
is that true?
Not for somebody like me anyway, because
from my whole experience and from some of my friends, it's not everybody, it's not every man that is big on food.
I mean,
it's not everybody. See, like the way they will be telling you is that you don't know how to cook, you don't know how to do this. You must learn how to cook, you must learn how to do this, so that you will cook, make good meals for. Yeah, it's fine.
It's good.
It's good. You can make good meals for your family, for your husband.
Varieties for your family.
It's
and
good,
stuff like that.
but it's not the way to a man's heart.
But
it's
not every man.
Every man
that is big on food.
Food.
You know.
So just check out the person you're dealing with, okay?
I mean, know what appeals to the person.
So the person.
And
move.
Not everybody is
so don't say, no, you don't give him food. Don't starve him. They will say, don't starve him of food. Don't starve him of sex. If it's sex that is keeping a man, then the harlots or the prostitutes, they should be the one having good marriages or good homes or good husbands.
So,
do you understand? Because they give it at will. But it's not it, okay? So it's not like the way to every man's heart is food. Check it, all right? Don't believe that myth, okay? It's a myth, all right?
All right.
So next one, Christian marriages are boring. People say it a lot. Because you guys are Christians, then your marriages are boring.
You must be a rather boring person for your marriage to be boring.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. You see, it's in two parts. If you are personally boring and your partner is equally boring, your home will be boring.
Yeah.
That is one. Now,
whether Christian
or not. I mean, whether you're a Christian or not. Then on the flip side
of it, yeah.
You know, some people are not friends to their partners.
Yeah.
And that's the reason their home is boring. They are lively as a person. When you see them with their friends, they are the life of the party.
Yeah.
But when they are home, they are maybe the spouse is, you know, killing their vibes or something. Okay. But then the first thing is this: be a friend to your spouse.
Yeah.
If you guys are friends, it becomes easy for you to, you know, do things together, laugh together. I mean, laugh real hard together, play
to
together.
Funny jokes.
And let me ask
to jokes that are dry.
Do you play?
Still laugh.
Do you play with your spouse? That's the first thing. Because if you don't do that, then your home is going to be boring.
Yeah.
So I encourage you. Ensure friendship.
Do games.
Ensure friendship.
Do a lot of shit, a lot of things. Do it together. Don't say you are too spiritual or you are too like life is. Enjoy it.
You said your home is your first church. It is true, right? But then your home is still your home.
Yeah. Enjoy home.
And make it homely.
Sometimes
not churchy all of the time. Homely.
Sometimes when I meet some guys and married guys and they're like, maybe go home now, maybe after work, go home now. They'll be like, what do I want to go and do at home? I'm like, what do you want to go and do at home? I'm going home. Like home. Like I have these funny things I say in the office, like a colleague of mine used to say, it's like, weekends is for me and my family. No calls, nothing. So home should be home should be a place that everybody wants to go, wants to come. You understand?
If it is boring, you made it boring.
Yeah, so do things that
begin to engage in activities,
yes.
You know.
Play together.
You guys go out, play
do
together,
movies
talk
together, gist together, take a walk together.
Do something that will liven it up. That responsibility to keep the home warm and fun is with you.
Yeah, maybe you actually saw a funny video. Show it to the person.
Jeez.
You guys should laugh together, alright? So it's not true. Christian marriages are not boring. They are not. They are not. Not even with me. Like, not with me. So that's that. Number 8. If he or she loves me, they should know what I want. If he loves me, he should know what I want. And if she loves me, he also should know what I want. So what do you think?
I'm not sure about that.
You are not sure?
Because the question is this. the man is not a witch.
Yeah, he's not a mind reader.
Neither is he a mind reader.
Yeah.
Of course, to an extent, because of the relationship and the closeness between the two of you, he knows what you love and the things you dislike, and he knows, okay, in this situation, this is what my wife would likely, but then it does not apply in all cases.
Yeah.
If something is wrong with you, not just, you had a bad day at work.
Yeah.
And now you are.
What's wrong with you?
You expect that the man should just buy.
We do it a lot. We do it a lot. Ladies, we expect the guy to know what we want. Maybe you want him to buy you something or buy you ice cream, or you want him to even, maybe it's been a long time, the guy even sent a message to you or something like that. Instead of you to ask, babe, when you get to work, send me that message.
Voice it
you are expecting.
He's
not a mind reader. She's not a mind reader. So you don't expect the expectations, okay? You don't expect him to know everything. Like now, I told him, like, I'm expecting something for my birthday, this year's birthday, and I'm not going to tell him. So if I don't get it, it's not his fault. Why won't I say, oh babe, this is what I want for my birthday?
I will come back here to tell you I got it. Yes.
This is what I want. Talk to each other, communicate. Okay, you are not fine. Tell him this is what you did that annoyed me. So, and you guys talk about it and humor. But for 3 days, for 2 days, you are just being grumpy. No, he's not a mind reader. He's not God. So don't make him God. You understand? So learn this. Know this and know what, and know peace. They will not always know what is on your mind. So speak out. All right. If you want something. If you want cuddling, say it.
Yes.
Say it, okay? It is well with us in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. So this is the last one. The last one. And people say it a lot, and we've talked about it, we've discussed it. If he loves me, or if my spouse loves me, they will change. Babe, what do you think?
Change belongs to God.
If he loves me, they will change.
Well,
I think it's in two ways, right?
It's relative. Right?
It's relative, yeah.
Yeah, some people will change.
Yeah.
And it depends on the kind of change you're talking about. Depends on the change.
Let me shift this in.
All right, please go ahead.
If you marry someone in ungodliness and you expect that person to change in marriage, you are not the Holy Spirit. You can't change him. And you can't change her. Okay?
The point is this: you don't actually marry someone that is neck deep in some ungodly practices. It's not even born again.
Yeah.
And you're saying, well, it will change. You are not God.
Yes.
I need you to first understand that God changes people, and that changes also happens because those people are willing
to change. Yeah.
So. And you don't control people's will.
Yes.
Please
take
note of
that.
that. So, that aside, now, if he loves me, can he change certain things for me? Why not? Oh, okay, you need him to change his outlook, change his words, change his dress pattern. And if he loves you enough and is comfortable with it, because this is another thing I like to talk about here. Don't expect that simply because he loves you, his identity will change. No.
Yeah.
You say, allow him also have his personal identity and individuality. Don't try to. When you marry me, you will stop eating beans because I don't like beans. Excuse me. If he agrees with that, fine. But what if he too says, whoever he marries must eat beans? So that's going to become a major problem in your marriage. No, we need to shift grounds. Yes, on a few things, it will shift grounds for you.
Yeah.
But you also must be ready to shift grounds.
So,
that's just it. That's it.
So if he loves you,
he may.
And he may not. But
especially if it is something, maybe some practices that are kind of unhealthy. You know, maybe the guy
maybe takes carbonated drinks like 3 or 4 in a day.
Now, you can make him see reasons to change. And when you let him know, okay, this is how this particular practice of yours will impact negatively on me, on the children, on the home, on our relationship, for the sake of love.
Yeah.
And for the fact that he loves himself.
So that's it, okay? But if it's in terms of ungodliness, run.
It's a no.
You're not the Holy Spirit, okay? You're not God.
Yeah.
Okay? Just leave him. If he's a cheat, he's a liar, fraud, all those ones. But if it's just some little things that comes with background and environment, why not if not? With time and patience, they will change. All right, guys. So that's it. What do you have for them?
Well, trust God to, help you make your home a healthy one.
Yeah.
Maybe even starting from a relationship now. And be ready to follow the principles of God.
Yeah.
Be ready to follow his counsels and make yourself accountable.
Yeah.
Your marriage is blessed.
Yeah, that's it, guys. Let me know. I know you have a lot of myths too. Comment below. Let me know. Share with me. All right. I'm looking forward to read from you guys. And this is where we draw the curtains of today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were blessed. I hope it corrected some ideas that you also have. So let me know. Just let me know in the comment section. So that is it. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
So you see us again in the next video. Yeah. And if you have questions, because I think the next video we are going to be doing a lot of questions and answers. Maybe the next one, I don't know, but just drop your questions, okay? Drop it. I'm going to read it and we are going to answer it. So till you see us again in the next video, we'll call you what?
Blessed.
Bye.